All is well with my soul. Yes. So I was saying that, I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot more about the city of Chicago along this journey. And, it looks like, as I was saying, we're going to have two candidates who are on the extremes, I think, of where the city actually is. We have, somebody who's talking about law and order on the right, somebody is talking about defund the police on the left, and I'm going to really encourage them to adopt, some of our policy. Our city really needs to come together. It does. It's been, pandemic, social unrest. There's a lot of pain, a lot of mental anguish. We have to come together as a city. We can't continue to have this pendulum swing right and then back left and leave out 90% of the people who are in the middle. So part of my message to them will be to encourage them to adopt our message, to do what's right for the people, to bring us together, to make sure that our teachers are celebrated, that our police are celebrated, that, all of you who are working hard we've already forgotten about who our essential workers are celebrated, but to really bring our city together in a way that we need to do going forward in order to heal, in order to really serve our city as diverse as it is. And that is the strength of our city, and so we have to celebrate it and not isolate people on these fringe type messages. And so I will continue to echo the power of and that we talked about, and that our message hasn't changed since the beginning. Our message started out, and a number of folks have adopted our message, but the power of and is really, really important because we can really uplift police and hold them accountable. I truly believe that. We can do that. I will also encourage us to get to violence intervention in a very profound way so that we are not back here in 10 to 20 years dealing with this same issue again. We have to put hundreds of millions of dollars into that. All of us, it's not that we haven't been here before in terms of this violence in the 90s and the 70s, but this is the first time where everybody is paying attention. It's impacting everybody in our city. So we have to take this moment. We have to take this moment and make sure that we get to the root causes in a very meaningful way. So that's going to be part of what I'm going to push going forward. Violence intervention, we have to get to it in a meaningful way. Alternative responses to police, I've said that. So it's going to take a comprehensive approach. We need a comprehensive plan to take this to really solve these issues, not ones that are on the fringe. We've got to come to this from a comprehensive point of view. And that's what I will be encouraging our two candidates who are going to the runoff to do, to come to us, to come to the people, to come to where we are, so that our message is heard. And again, we do need a mayor who's going to represent all of us. We are a very diverse city, and so we need somebody, again, who can bring us together and not just represent certain parts of our city, but all of our city. There are certain things that we all have in common. We all want to be safe. We all want good educational institutions. We all need good jobs, and to make sure that all of us are rising. I feel that all boats can rise, and so I will, again, continue to push that as the city grapples with who our next mayor will be. And I guess I just want to end, on a note, on a positive note, about, just how great our city is and how much our diversity is our strength. We always talk about how segregated the city is of Chicago, but that's really our strength. We may have gotten there, through redlining and through other, I would say, somewhat racist and history. But if you go into these neighborhoods where you see different cultures celebrated, that is truly the strength of Chicago. And we need to start to celebrate that more than not. As a candidate and soon to be a former alderman, I am going to stay involved. I will stay involved in the city, encouraging us to really come together, as a city, doing the best I can to do that. And I also challenge all of you to stay involved or to get more involved as well. But thank you humbly for allowing me to serve as the 4th Ward Alderman. I'm looking forward to spending some much needed time with my family, with my daughters, my granddaughters, but thank you for allowing me to serve. I truly appreciate it, and I'm humbled that you have allowed me to serve. Thank you very much.